UC Browser is a mobile browser developed by UCWeb. Originally launched in April 2004 as a Java-only application, it is now available on platforms including Android, iOS, Windows Phone, Symbian, Java and Blackberry. In 2010, UC Browser introduced its first iOS app in the Apple App Store. With a huge user base in China, strong adoption in India and continued growth in emerging regional markets, UC Browser reached 500 million global users in March 2014. Features: the browser uses cloud acceleration and data compression technology. UC Browser's servers act as a proxy which compresses the data of web pages before sending it to users. This process helps load web content faster. The browser can adapt in different network environments and support multi-file format downloading. In addition, UC Browser has HTML5 web app and cloud syncing features. UC Browser is available on several smartphone and feature phone platforms, but Android represents the largest user base for the company, with 300 million of its 500 million total on Google's mobile OS, UC Plus HTML5, Web app and add-ons. In July 2013, UCWeb announced the UC Plus Open Platform. The platform consists of a web app store, an add-on platform and an application bookmark platform. It went live with the launch of UC Browser v9.2 for Android. Developers can use an SDK provided to create programs that can be called on in different usage scenarios. Users can download them from the browser's add-on panel to get a more personalized internet browsing experience, like the sharing to SNS, web page translation, augmented reality, voice control, etc. The application bookmark platform allows partner websites to put up a QR code on UC Browser for users to scan the code and add the web page to their bookmarks. The UCWeb App Center was one of the first for mobile web apps in China. Download management: the browser supports simultaneous downloads and includes a download manager, including pages for offline reading. It supports pause and resume downloads. The new version of Download Manager has improved features to solve problems while downloading, such as an intermittent internet connection and mislabeled files. The download process will continue even after you completely close UC Browser, and the download process will automatically resume if the download is interrupted for some reasons, again, all in the background. Data compression: data compression reduces data consumption while users are browsing. Since 2006, UC Browser has been leveraging more compression and rendering work on its server, similar to the operation of a thin client. Cloud system: the cloud system used by the browser distributes data from the closest servers. As a result, the loading process is quicker and smoother. A view it later mode caches web pages with their videos, images and text for offline viewing. Sharing: UC Browser can be used to share to Facebook and Twitter, with the WP version offering more sharing options. Platforms: UCWeb claimed the UC Browser is available on more than 3,000 different models of cell phones from over 200 cell phone manufacturers, and is compatible with all mainstream operating systems, including Android, iOS, Windows Phone 8, Blackberry and Symbian. Android represents the largest user base for the browser, with 300 million of its 500 million total on Google's mobile OS. There are 3 versions of UC Browser available on Google Play, including UC Browser Mini for Android, one-click download equals HTTP, down 3 UCWeb Common. Pub equals cached Gulmasic and Prodit equals 1 and version equals 2 UC Browser for Android, and UC Browser HD for Android. UC Browser Download UC Browser latest stable, iOS. UC Browser for iOS was first introduced in 2010. Now, there are 2 versions of UC Browsers available on App Store, which are UC Browser Plus for iPhone and UC Browser Plus HD for iPad. Windows Phone 8, UC Browser was released for Windows Phone in early 2012, and it is now the most downloaded third-party web browser on the OS. Its popular features include download, incognito browsing and Wi-Fi sharing. Localization Strategy: the company announced its going local strategy in 2012. by providing different versions for English, Russian, Indonesian, Vietnamese and more. The company hopes to better serve its growing international user base. The company is taking advantage of its own server networks which enable the browser to deliver customized contents to users all around the world. Besides the technical issues, the company refers to local designers and experts to accommodate local cultures and tastes, according to CEO Yonfu Yu. The logo of UC Browser was redesigned in December 2012, from a cute cartoon squirrel to a more abstract and stylized icon that's more in line with American designs. Ecosystem partnership, UCWeb customized its browser for Vodafone's Indian customers in May 2013. In May 2013, UCWeb announced a partnership with Trend Micro. Under the agreement, both companies will work to provide mobile web safety assessments in the browser. In August 2013, UC Browser provided distribution channels of companies like App URL Initiative. In August 2013, with exclusive distributors, Gameloft licensed UC Browser to sell its products. Reception Awards. The 2011 Reader's Choice Awards winners, Best Mobile Browser by About.com, the 2012 Reader's Choice Awards winners, Best Android Browser by About.com, Red Herring 2012 Asia Top 100 Awards, Frost & Sullivan Best Practice Award 2013 was presented to UCWeb, the developer of UC Browser. The 2014 Reader's Choice Awards winners, Best Windows Phone Browser by About.com, Market Adoption. UC Browser claimed to have reached 500 million user in March 2014, which derives from benefit of its large user base in China and their rapidly growing Indian market. In 2012 it topped Opera in Google Play's free Android app download category in India for the first time. According to a third-party web analytics firm, StatCounter, UC Browser surpassed Opera as India Euro registered trademark's top mobile browser with 32.82% of the market share to Opera's 26.91%. Google Zeitgeist 2013 revealed that the Euro most searched mobile apps in India were dominated by messaging and browsing apps, with WhatsApp and UC Browser topping the rankings for the most number of searches on mobile in 2013. References: Mobile UCWeb Browser Organization UC Browser for PC.